Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Towards the end of Bunty or Babli 2, Rakesh and Vimmi, also known as Bunty or Babli, are trying to emotionally reconnect with each other. She thinks that he perhaps has fallen out of love with her, and she reminds him how hard she works to look attractive for him, including hand-stitching Sabyasachi knockoffs. Rani Mukerji is of course wearing a Sabyasachi original costume when she delivers this line. Bunty swears eternal devotion to her and only requests that she occasionally replace her aggression with affection. Their exchange is sincere and comic, and it makes you smile because Rani and Saif Ali Khan share a lived-in chemistry that dates back to Hum Tum from 2004. The scene is a reminder of what Bunty or Babli 2 could have been but isn't. Saif takes over the role of Rakesh from Abhishek Bachchan. The actor gamely puts himself through the indignities that his character suffers. Rakesh is a middle-aged man with a potbelly in a dead-end job. His glory days as one half of India's most celebrated con couple are long over. Rakesh drinks too much, puts too much mehndi in his hair, and even gets into fights. In one scene, he does jumping jacks with his rotund belly moving up and down. Meanwhile, Vimmi articulates her unfulfilled longing to be a beauty queen by being made up from tip to toe. They live in Fursatganj, but she insists on putting her hair in rollers every day. The two snap out of their humdrum life when another couple starts pulling corns and appropriates their brand name, Bunty or Babli. It's a clever setup with enough potential to create a franchise. The first film, which released in 2005, had verve, trend-setting styling by Aki Narula, and a superb soundtrack by Shankar Ehsaan Loy, including the iconic item song Kajrare. You recall Aishwarya Rai Bachchan in the too tight choli sensuously lip-syncing to lyrics by Gulzar Saab. Killer lines like "Aankhein bhi kamal karti hain, personal se sawal karti hain." That film wasn't high on plausibility either, but it rode on energy, hijinks and sparkle. Much of the sparkle in the sequel is in Babli's costumes, especially the oversized sunglasses she dons once the action moves to Abu Dhabi. Rani plays Babli with exuberance and feistiness. Her character is as colourful as her costumes, and Rani revels in Vimmi's singular flamboyance. Saif, who gets to let loose in the second half, also seems to be having a good time. But debutant director Varun V. Sharma, who's written the screenplay, gives his actors little to work with. The plot is repetitive and the dialogue forgettable. Even the usually reliable Pankaj Tripathi, who's a substitute for Amitabh Bachchan, seems to be on autopilot. But the real downer is that the film wastes its younger couple Siddhant Chaturvedi and debutant Sharvari Wagh. Both get to don disguises and show off their chiseled bodies. She even has a emerging from the sea in a bathing suit scene in which the camera lingers on her flat stomach. But their characters are even flatter. Few of the jokes land, and the ease with which the cons are pulled off becomes, beyond a point, plain silly. This film also has an unnecessarily sanskari heart. The original Bunty or Babli were also sanitized. They mostly looted the corrupt and nobody ever got physically hurt, but here Varun goes a step further. The wannabe Bunty or Babli, whose real names are Kunal and Sonia, are actual do-gooders. They expose a corrupt minister and donate food to hungry children. Sonia also has startup dreams. They're forced into a life of crime because despite their fancy degrees, they can't get a job. The piousness sucks the thrill out of their capers. One of the joyous aspects of the first film was the many ways in which director Shad Ali doffed his hat to classic Hindi cinema. So when Rakesh and Vimmi executed their first con, the song Mera Naam Hai Shabnam from Kati Patang played in the background. Kati Patang was of course also a film about disguises and lies. Later the couple reenacted Viru and Jay's antics in a sidecar from Sholay, and on their wedding night the title song from Kabhi Kabhi played. Amitabh Bachchan and his filmography loomed large, but in the best way possible. When Rakesh and Bachchan's character Dashrath met, Dashrath asked him where he was from, and Rakesh replied, Allahabad, which is of course where Mr. Bachchan is from originally. A little later, Vimmi looked at Dashrath and said about Rakesh, "Dikhte to isi ke rishtedar ho." These little insider jokes added to the fun. Varun substitutes this with the character of Pappu, Rakesh and Vimmi's precocious son. This is a boy who wins bundles of cash in online poker and dances to Bollywood songs with a young girlfriend. The first time we see her, she's dancing on a stage to Kajrare, which given the nature of the song is just slightly icky. Pappu and his antics are designed to be comic relief, but he seems to have stepped in from some 90s movie. Varun's other weapon is slow motion. Every second scene features characters walking away from the scene at high speed. But swag can never replace script. You can watch Bunty or Babli 2 at a theatre near you. Don't forget to wear a mask. For more reviews like this, subscribe to Film Companion and don't forget to check out our website filmcompanion.in.